These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, it's these rocky shores, they're home to me.
Whenever I leave here, it hurts me so, with tears in my eyes. Oh, I hate to go. There ain't no work, and the kids need new clothes. The bills need paying, so I must go.
These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores is where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me.
I think to myself, where did it all go? The life I once had on the ocean's mighty road. With tears in my eyes and my head in my hands, away from my family, I hope they understand.
That is these rocky shores where I call home, is where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include Calder Healthcare Centre staff celebrate Occupational Health and Safety Week, Nurses Week was held this past week, Constable McDougall with the court report. These stories plus community events, the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack and more coming up after these audio safety messages from the grade 6 class.
Hello, my name is Victoria Sims, and I attend A.J. Matthews Elementary School. Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro say, be energy wise. Electricity has a simple beginning and a complex ending. They provide you with a single product which you use in 100 different ways. But please, turn off or turn down the electricity when it's not required. At Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro, health and safety go hand in hand. Develop good conservation habits for your family with Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro.
May 17 to May 22nd was designated as North American Occupational Health and Safety Week. The Calder Healthcare Centre held a variety of activities during the week to celebrate. Faith Organ, one of the Occupational Health and Safety Committee members, informed us of some of the activities that went on during the week.
Hello everyone. I'm here to inform everybody about our Occupational Health and Safety Week at Calder Healthcare Centre. Our theme for this week has been called It's Everybody's Business. Our Occupational Health and Safety Committee has made a special effort to bring this to everyone at Calder's attention to show that the importance of occupational health and safety in the home and in the workplace. Starting our week of May the 17th to the 23rd, our committee started our week by posting an occupational health and safety poster banners at the main lobby on Monday. We had a beautiful carrot cake done by our staff and punch offered to the public in the afternoon. Rose Staples Payne, our site administrator, and 2 of our union representatives were there to cut the cake at 2 p.m. Joyce Billard did up the posters to be put around in all of our workplaces to remind people just how important the occupational health and safety is in the workplace. It is everybody's responsibility. Therefore, if something is not safe in our work environment, we are responsible for taking care of it. The word is action. We have to take action, not to put the responsibility off on someone else. We have to correct the problem or inform someone who can. The next thing that we did was to display a table at the front lobby for anyone's interest. On the table there was many information bulletins and pamphlets, not so much about occupational health and safety, but about safety in the environment, safety at home, and children's safety. I saw that today there was a lot of these things gone. I hope that it was of some use to some people. On Wednesday we had a beautiful weather day, and therefore our local fire department did a fire extinguisher, furniture, basket fire demonstration at the ball field. This was a positive event for our staff, and although we have been instructed to use fire extinguishers in the past, it is rarely that we actually get to use them. We, the staff at Calder Health Care Center, would like once again to thank our Burgeville Fire Department for all the time and dedication that they've put in.
So Lloyd goes around, or John goes around once in a while. You may not see it, you text the label onto it, right? Just see the last time it was inspected. It's got to be inspected every year. What you should do, probably does do it, I don't know. Take it off the wall, turn it upside down a few times. That will keep the dry chemical that's inside from being compacting the site. It also tells John or Lloyd that the pressure in the fire extinguisher is still good. Okay? When he finds this stuff out, everything's okay, put it back on the wall again. Now every 2 years, this thing got to be sent back corner broke somewhere, be checked out. The dry chemicals got to come out and refilled again. But after 2 years, guaranteed that the chemical inside is going to be compact to a point where it's going to get hurt, and the use is going to get probably after. You won't get the full use of it.
So you're saying the same thing for ones you got at home too?
I'm going to get into that now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Now, this is like Diane just did. Now, this is the one that I got at home, or I don't use it, just got it for demonstration purposes. Now, fire extinguisher is good for 3 classes of fire, A, B, C. Anybody know what that means? We class fire in 3 different groups. A, B, C type. A fire being stuff like that. Wood, plastics, stuff like that, okay? B class fire would be your gasoline and fuel oil, stuff like that. Gas and propane. C is your electrical. So this tells me that this fire extinguisher is good for 3 types of fires, eh? It also tells.
Next, we invited our students of A.J. Matthews to participate in our Occupational Health and Safety Week. We asked them to do 2 things. The kids from grade kindergarten to grade 3 did a coloring contest, and what happens is that their name is put in an entry for a draw, and the grades 4 to 6 did a word puzzle, and also their name goes in for a draw for prizes. Any student that participated had their names put in, and their coloring posters were on display at our main lobby. I'm going to ask somebody to draw here. Can you do that? This one's for the puzzle contest, and the prize for the puzzle contest is a bike lock and a nice little powered light flashlight. And our winner for the puzzle contest is Jason Warren. And our winner for our coloring contest, this is all kindergarten to grade 3. And the winner is Brittany Young. Okay, and Brittany has won herself a nice flashlight as well as a water bottle for her bike. To finish off our week, we had random draws done for the staff in related to occupational health and safety prizes. Some of the winners from our staff was Mildred Tucker. She won a fire alarm. Helen Strickland, a fire extinguisher. Myself, I won some safety goggles. Minnie Randall won a flashlight. Steve Tucker won goggles. Tanya Green won a smoke alarm. And Mabel Piddle won a filtered mask. And Diane Kosser won a fire extinguisher. At this time, I would like to thank anyone that was involved to make our Occupational Health and Safety Week a success. Thanks to the students of A.J. Matthews for their input. And I also would like to thank the staff at Calder Healthcare for keeping us in a very safe and pleasant work area. Thank you very much.
The nurses at the Calder Healthcare Center held their Nurses Week clinic on Tuesday of this week. The nurses sponsored a blood pressure and a blood glucose clinic on Tuesday to celebrate Nurses Week. The nurses decided to offer this clinic to the seniors because this is the International Year of the Older Person. Seniors could come in and have their blood pressure and their blood sugar checked free of charge. If someone came in and their blood pressure or blood sugar was up, they would be referred to a doctor, which is normal procedure. The nurses paid a visit to the Southwest Seniors Complex and checked all the residents there. There was a pamphlet display set up for the seniors to take advantage of. Some of the pamphlets included Healthy Choice Cookbook, Shopper's Guide, Canada Food Guide, just to name a few. And what would a celebration be without a cake? The nurses served cake and a drink to those who attended the clinic. The nurses would also like to thank those who attended the clinic, and hopefully next year this would be a huge success again. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after these hydro safety messages.
Hi, my name is Ashley Mildred Lushman, and I attend A.J. Matthews Elementary School. Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro wants to remind us that electricity and water is a very dangerous combination. Never touch switches, plugs, or anything that runs on electricity when your hands are wet or if you are standing on a wet floor. Don't let safety become a shock to you. At Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro, health and safety go hand in hand. Have a safe and fun summer.
Hi, my name is Nikita Green, and I attend A.J. Matthews Elementary School. Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro like to remind us to be careful when playing near power lines. They carry lots of electricity that can be very dangerous if we get close to them. Never climb trees or structures that are close to power lines. Respect electricity and have a safe summer. At Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro, health and safety go hand in hand.
The RCSCC Bob Bartlett held their annual inspection on Wednesday of this week. The evening started off with the raising of colours and O Canada. Inspection of the cadets came next, and the inspecting officer leading Commander Isbah from Brookside of Nova Scotia. The march pace and statics were the next on the agenda.
rivers, lakes, or ponds. Used on elevation measures. Used on roads. Used on forest areas. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Desmond Ann, and I'm going to show you the first map. You start in here. This here first map does the general area that the map shows you. It appears there appears in the called District 2. So if you have it here, this is scale down here, and it shows you that each on the map is what the real distance. So if you take these letters, you pick on the map that and you separate the distance that you want to go from that. Then you would come down here to your scale. You would plot it down here. You would 1.2 miles. And each of them is kilometer. Each of these cubes here is a kilometer square. So you put it on that. But you don't put up cells, there's only kilometer squares. And here, I'm going to put it because it is a visual map. The visual map tells you the worst areas is here.
Following this was the color party display. Sailboat display.
All the way up, centerboard all the way up. Beam reach on port tack. Close haul on starboard tack. Sail as tight as possible, centerboard all the way down. Beam reach on starboard tack. Rod reach on port.
Guard display.
To the left, salute. Guard 6 faces to the rear, right. Guard 6 faces left, right, roll.
Band display. A short skit on firearm safety, the senior drill, and finally the sunset concluded this part of the annual inspection. At the community center, a cold plate supper waited for the cadets and their guests to enjoy. Mr. Todd Young was the MC for the evening and started with the introduction of the head table guest. The reviewing officer, Isba, offered some kind remarks for the Sea Cadets, officers, and parents. The most exciting and important part of the evening for the cadets was the presentation of awards. There was a variety of awards presented. For example, the best in each division and the best first, second, and third year cadet. Some of the awards are more coveted than others, like Cadet of the Year, won by Blair Durnford. Daniel Ingham won a $1,000 scholarship through the cadet program. Damian Barter won the Lord Strathcona Trust Award. This is a new award presented to the cadet with an overall great attitude towards the cadet program. The best award to receive while you are a Sea Cadet is the Award of Excellence, and this was awarded to Scott McDonald. Congratulations to all the award winners and to all the cadets and officers for a job well done. Now over to Constable McDougall with the court report.
Provincial court was held again in Burgeo today, the 19th day of May. A total of 8 persons appeared in relation to criminal code charges. A 42-year-old male from Ramia pled guilty to a charge under the Dog Act for not having his dog tethered. He was fined $40. A 43-year-old female from Ramia charged with 1 count of theft under $5,000. No plea was entered. That matter was postponed to July 21st for plea. A 16-year-old male from Burgeo charged with 1 count of sexual assault, 1 count of breach of probation, appeared, but no plea was entered. That matter also was set over to July 21st to enter a plea. A 32-year-old female from Ramia appeared in relation to 1 count of theft under $5,000. That matter was also postponed to July 21st for plea. A 17-year-old male from Burgeo appeared and pled guilty to 2 counts of breach of probation and 1 count of causing a disturbance. He was sentenced to 30 days secure custody in relation to 30 days open custody, in relation to the breach of probation charge, 30 days open custody in relation to the causing a disturbance charge, and 30 days open custody to be served concurrently in relation to the additional breach of probation charge. A 52-year-old male from Ramia appeared and was scheduled to go to trial on 1 count of criminal harassment, breach of probation, 1 count of break and enter, additional breach of probation, breach of undertaking, 1 count of assault, 1 count of possession of a weapon, and an additional count of breach of probation and an additional count of breach of undertaking. That matter has been set over to July 21st for trial at 9:30. A 30-year-old female from Burgeo appeared in relation to 3 counts of common assault. 1 count was withdrawn by the Crown Prosecutor. The additional 2 counts the female pled guilty to. She was placed on a suspended sentence, or given a suspended sentence and placed on probation for a period of 2 years with usual conditions to keep the peace and be a good behavior, and to attend counseling sessions as required by the adult probation officer. A 31-year-old female from Corner Brook had a lawyer appear on her behalf in relation to 2 charges, 1 possession of property obtained by crime and 1 charge of possession of a controlled substance. The criminal code matter of possession of stolen property was withdrawn by the Crown, and a guilty plea was entered in relation to the possession of a narcotic, and she was fined $150 with a victim fine surcharge of $15. The provincial court will be held again in Burgeo on July 21st, starting at 9:30 in the morning. On a personal note, this will be my last court report, as I am being transferred and will be gone by the middle of June. And to the people who have made my stay here in Burgeo for the last 3 years enjoyable, thanks, and we'll miss it.
We would like to remind the public of the Mayor's March for Heart Disease coming up on June 1st. You can make a pledge to one of the councillors, or you can drop by the town office to make a pledge there. However you decide to make a pledge, please don't forget Mayor's March for Heart Disease on the 1st of June. Stay with us for Off the Rack, the community events, and the BBS Playbill, all after these audio safety messages from the grade 6 class.
Hi, my name is Tyson Durnford, and I am a student at A.J. Matthews Elementary School. Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro says, be energy-wise. Electricity helps us enjoy the good things in life. Turning off lights, appliances, and heaters when not required helps to ensure that electricity meets your needs when you need it most. At Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro, health and safety go hand in hand. Develop good electrical habits for your family.
Hi, my name is Angela Peterson, and I attend A.J. Matthews Elementary School. Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro tells us that electricity is a very powerful energy. It gives us heat, light, it plays our stereo and Nintendo, plus many more wonderful things. However, we must learn to use it wisely and with great respect.
Teach children never to play with electrical outlets, cords, and plugs. The shock can be fatal. Always develop good electrical safety habits for your family. At Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro, health and safety go hand in hand.
Off the rack. This week as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of an air show in Stephenville. Let's look back to July 1996. Good evening and welcome to the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Rhonda Green. The Burgeo Recreation Commission is currently selling tickets on 25 pounds of lobsters. Tickets are $1 each or 3 for $2. The draw date will be Thursday, June the 17th. Tickets are available from any Recreation Commission member. All proceeds go towards the arena. The Brightside Youth will be holding a TV bingo on Wednesday, May 26th at 7 p.m. Cards are $1 each or 6 or $5 and are available from students at St. John's Central High and in most stores around town. Please support the Brightside Youth by playing TV bingo. The fire department will be having a car wash in aid of muscular dystrophy on Thursday, May 27th from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. weather permitting. It costs $3 for the outside and $2 for the inside. Please support the fire department car wash. If you were not at home on Monday, May 17th, when the Lions and Sea Cadets did the toonie drive for the bus for the hospital, you can still make a donation by passing it along to any Lions member. The total collected will be announced at a later date. The Long Range Community Business Development Cooperation has 2 programs available that help to address some of the biggest obstacles facing young entrepreneurs' access to business information and financing.
If you are under 30 years of age and interested in starting a summer business, these programs provide access to small business startup and expansion financing up to $15,000, coupled with sound business counseling and training. This program offers flexible interest and repayment terms, and equality is not necessarily required in order to obtain a loan. If you would like more information on these programs, please contact Daxon Pinsa at 643-4009 or 643-2933. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we would be happy to advertise it for you. You may contact the BBS office by Wednesday after each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's program. See you next week.
BBS Playbill. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for a rebroadcast of Pansy's Garden. Try your luck on Wednesday by playing the Bright Sights Youth TV Bingo. Tune in on Thursday when we'll have a poetry reading at the public library with Boyd Chubbs. Join Pansy and the gang for 2 stories, a craft, and lots of fun on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. Next Sunday at 6:30 p.m. we will have a worship service from the Anglican Church. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. Next week's program will be followed by a video we have received from one of our former residents, Evelyn Anderson, called Thanks for the Memories. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night.